Okay, good evening, Tuckahoe. Welcome to the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for the month of June 2018. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Nancy, please take the attendance.
Member Fiore?
Present.
Member Scalzo?
Present.
Member Palladino?
Present.
Member Jackman?
Present.
Chairman Raymond?
Present. Tonight we have 5 items on the agenda. The approval of the minutes from the last meeting, 283 Marbledale Road, 242 White Plains Road, 16 Columbus Avenue, and 47 Rogers Street. We'll start with the approval of the minutes of May the 9th, 2018. There were 3 members present. Do any of those 3 members have any comments, additions, deletions?
No, good.
No, I had none.
I make a motion to approve those minutes. Do I have a second?
Second.
Nancy, please poll those that were here. Jackman?
Member Fiore?
In favor?
Member Palladino?
In favor.
And Member Jackman?
In favor. Don't nobody just raise their hand? Anyway.
Thank you.
We abstain.
We abstain, yes. The first applicant for this evening is 283 Marbledale Road. They're looking to convert a basement to a finished basement. Would the applicant please step forward to the mic, state their name and address, and then explain to us the reason why they're here?
Good evening. My name is Tom Abilama, architect for the applicant. We're here to request the board for approval on a variance for the extension or for the renovation of an existing non-conforming structure, pre-existing structure. The work will entail the finishing of the basement and extending a portion of the basement beneath the footprint of the first floor.
Okay, thanks. Can you hold 1 second? Cameraman, can you zoom in on that? There we go. Sorry, thank you.
Let me approach this.
Yes, please. Thank you.
So this section here is the portion of the basement that's been extended below the existing first floor. I can show you the pictures. This is the side view. The side view of the portion of the basement that's not, at this moment, it's not extended. And we're planning on proposing to have the extension of the basement in that area.
So you're not increasing the footprint? You're just building the basement underneath the existing
Exactly.
porch, whatever it is now, which is up on some form of stilts or support of some kind?
Right.
Right.
Existing porch and the existing kitchens on the first floor.
Thank you.
There is an existing small deck beyond that extends beyond the porch at this moment. We're trying to extend it a little further to 5'6" in depth, and with a stair that leads down to the basement level outside. That addition here does not affect any requirements for variance for the rear yard. We have a 25-foot 1-inch setback at this moment, where 25 feet are required. And run you through the basement floor plan. As you go down from, by the way, this is a 2-family.
1 second.
Excuse
Could
me.
can one of you maybe come up and hold that for
Can
him?
you just
Sorry.
hold it for him so
Thank
he
you.
can talk more easily?
We'll do that.
Or that- okay, that's fine.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So the basement has 2 boiler rooms in the back for each of the units, and a stair that goes down, and the two areas, the two areas where the basements belong to each of the units are going to be belonging to the owner who resides at the left side of the building, facing the front. So the addition here, it's shown in with the dark walls, and which will have a play area, and we have a door leading to another game room, so to speak, and then a full bath with a wet bar. Also beneath the porch, we're going to propose for a storage area, which is much needed for the homeowner, who's a mechanic, and he needs space for his tools. This is the partial elevation of the basement below the first floor, above grade, and this is just to illustrate how the first floor apartments are being utilized. This is the screened porch. This is the existing family room and kitchen, and almost the same on the other side. And so
this, just if you said it, I apologize, for the public's knowledge, this is an existing legal two-family home.
right.
You are not increasing the footprint at all. All the work that you're proposing is going to be within the existing footprint. Is that correct?
That's correct, with the exception of the deck. that we
Exception of the deck.
The 5'8" deep.
Are you adding any additional bedrooms to the house?
No.
Okay.
No bedrooms, just playrooms and game rooms.
And the basement will be utilized by the owner. So one of the two tenants will utilize the entire basement,
One of the two tenants
Right.
will be utilizing the.
and the other will not.
Well, not with the exception of the boiler room, which belongs to.
Yeah.
To the other owner, and then it'll be closed off. That boiler room area and the stair will be closed off.
All right. One of the members was thinking that maybe we needed a site visit. Do we still think we need a site visit?
I'm okay with that.
I think I'm okay without it after having our discussion at the work
Right.
session. I'll leave it to you since,
No, I'm fine. I was by the property today. I'm comfortable with it, provided you're not increasing the footprint or any of the existing nonconformity. You're not adding to it. Do any members have any additional questions to the applicant?
Yeah, one, I forgot to ask, is there a garage there at all? Or is it
there's
detached
no-
garage, no garage at all?
No, that's a storage room.
It's
there.
storage, okay, no, like, no car garage or anything that's attached to it? Okay.
There's a driveway on either side,
Right.
correct?
There's a
Yeah.
drive on either side, and there's asphalt pavement actually right now in the back, but that's not going to be
Yeah.
utilized for
Right.
any vehicular use.
Any other questions?
No, my only concern is, as I voiced at the work session, is with regard to the bathroom. Okay, the bathroom, I have no problems if it was a powder room, okay? But you're having a shower, and could lead to the possibility to make it a separate apartment or something like that there. I'm not casting any aspersions or anything else like that there, I'm just thinking of the future.
My opinion is that this will end up being a matter of enforcement by the building department. I think what happens is that the homeowner comes in very late from work. He's a mechanic, and he comes back with dirty feet, dirty shoes, and everything, and he'd like to utilize the shower, and he wants to have his own man cave, so to speak, in here. So that's any reason why we could convince you that this full bath is reasonable with this application.
And somewhere down the road, that wet bar is not become a kitchen, would it? And put a stove in there or something, or someone wants something to eat?
That's something maybe they need it
Yeah.
just that for their
Just for a
own
bar,
use.
okay.
But it's not fully necessary, but we'd like to see if we can keep it.
And to your point, it would become an enforcement issue. If it was abused.
If it was-
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, any other questions from the board?
I mean, I guess the only thing I'd point out with this lot too is they are moving, even though they're not extending the house line, there is more density towards the backyard, and it backs up to the quarry, so there's no neighbors in the back of their house.
I personally think it'll look better.
Right. It'll close off.
Yeah, yeah. A little unsightly the way it is. All right. Any other questions? All right. Going to make a motion to, you can have a seat now. Thanks. Make a motion to open the public hearing on 283 Marbledale Road. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone from the public that would like to speak regarding 283 Marbledale Road? Please step up to the mic. Seeing none.
Closed it.
Gary, we're going to close this. Is that all right? I make a motion to close the public hearing for 283 Marbledale Road. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. This is good, so then this way we can vote on this next month. Okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time and patience.
Thanks.
Have a good night. The next applicant is 242 White Plains Road. During the work session, we discussed pros and cons of the application and decided, or they decided to withdraw at this time. So that
To
will-
adjourn right now.
That will be adjourned until, sorry, not withdrawn, adjourned until next month. Next item would be 16 Columbus Avenue. Looking for a parking variance. Please step forward, state your name for the record.
Hi, good evening. My name is Pat Cipollone. I'm the owner of Pino's Palette. So currently, I'm assessed 4 permit parking spaces, which I don't use, and I would like a reduction to 1. The reason I don't use the spaces is because most of my business is at night, and the permit ends at 4, and we actually come to the studio at around that time. So there's actually no need for me to have 4 parking spaces.
And you're looking to reduce it to 0, or did you just say 1? And I'm,
1 would be perfect. I would love to have a parking space, actually. I would love to have 1. Just 4 is just way too much for.
oh, that's logical. I mean, you explained this in the work session. We're doing this more for the public's benefit now. To me, it sounds very logical and a reasonable request. Any additional question, or any questions at all from the board?
I'm good.
that
I would
you'd
like to-
share with the public?
I would just like to clarify that in the past, we have insisted that some of these businesses do obtain the required parking in the case of, I believe, Subway and the Italian Job. And I just want to note one of the differences for us in this case is that you are only open for evening hours with a few exceptions. So it is a different business model, and we are taking that into consideration when we discussed in the work session possibly reducing your requirements.
Great, thank you for clarifying.
Oh, excellent point for bringing that up. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, any questions of us?
Nope.
All right, you can have the seat, have a seat, we'll open the public hearing on this. Make a motion to open the public hearing on 16 Columbus Avenue. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone from the public that would like to come up and speak regarding the reduction of parking spaces for 16 Columbus Avenue? Seeing none?
On this one, you want to continue it. I believe 283 was open last month, so you continued it this month.
Ah.
So you want to just continue this to next month where you can close it and then vote next month.
We had just opened it, so we'd have to continue the public hearing.
All right, so we'll leave the public hearing open until next month, at which time we will close it, and hopefully if there's no major objections or changes, we'll be able to vote on it. All right? Sure.
Sorry, could you come up to the mic, just for the record?
The sign in my window, does it stay there for the month, or does it go away, Bill?
Sign in your
Sorry,
window?
It's just unsightly, it's horrible. Yeah, okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We'll see you next month. You can hang out if you'd like, or you can go. Thank you very much. Next agenda item is 47 Rogers Street. They're looking to legalize a 2-family to a 3-family Use variance. Please
I-
state your name for the record.
Good evening, Vladimir Rukai.
Aye.
Tom, if I could for 1 second.
Sure.
If this gentleman's kind of rethinking how he's going to make this application, do we need to have him make a presentation on this, or let him kind of go back to the drawing board?
I may need to go, right now, it's, he's applying for a use variance, which is, the building inspector's made a determination that it's a two-family house. So right now, the application's for a use variance, because he wants to go from a legal 2 to a 3, a legal 3.
And as we
to do
clarified
that,
with the gentleman, a use variance is a very high standard and would
it's a
be
very high standard.
pretty hard to meet.
Financial data that's needed before you guys can even look at it, really. But I think what happens now is he may want to come back and seek an interpretation from the building department saying that, hey, this was a non-conforming legal 3 already, and disagrees with Mr. Williams' interpretation that it's a legal 2. He would come to you guys for that. Did you issue a notice of violation on the property? Or did he file a building permit that was rejected?
No, he
So,
filed a building permit that was rejected.
okay, so he can appeal from that, seeking an interpretation from you to determine whether it's a legal 2 or a legal 3.
Okay, so should we have him still present? I mean,
I'm not sure what he's going to present, because if he's here to present for a use variance, I don't think he has the legal data. He shouldn't present on whether it's a legal 3 or 2, because it's not really before you tonight.
so can we
I
take
think you
public
need to-
comments
I
just
think you
about
need
the
to
property?
Sure, I think taking the public comments, so, without question, because you have somebody from the public here that may just want to enlighten you or just say what she knows about or what the public's thoughts are.
So, yeah, I would say give us a very brief overview of what you're planning. You just bought the building, you're going to fix it up, et cetera. And then we'll open the public hearing on it. And then you need to make a decision how you're going to proceed, based on the information you just received. All right?
Thank you.
All right? No, sorry. Just tell us briefly what you're going to do with the building and,
We want to legalize a 2-family into a 3-family
Right.
dwelling.
and you just bought it,
We just
correct?
bought it. In the process of buying it.
It's in disrepair and it'll make the neighborhood look a lot better.
Right, we're trying to fix it up, make it look pretty again.
All right.
Get the neighborhood back up.
Beautiful.
Clean it up, all the garbage.
Thank you. We're going to make a motion to open the public hearing on 47.
Could I just note one thing,
Yep.
Tom? So just, I do want to note that regardless of what path we go down to, this is a very populated property on a tiny space. We're talking 5,000 square feet is this lot. And a building of this size with this number of residents is a concern in general, I believe. Okay, that's it for my diatribe. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Make a motion to open the public hearing on 47 Rogers Street. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone from the public that would like to speak, please step to the mic, state your name and address for the record.
Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Irene Norman. I live at 38 Rogers Street. which
Thank
is
you.
Right down the street from this house that's up before the board. I've been on Rogers Street for 50 years. The house has always been a 3-family. And I know people that were in the house before I even used the house. And downstairs, where I think during the work session you all were talking about a garage for the parking. I understand from people that I know that at one time that area was used by the former owner as a beauty salon. And even before that, it was used as a dry cleaner.
Oh, wow.
And one of the members of Shiloh, who is going on 98 years old, she was the woman that had the dry cleaners there. And when I asked her in church the other day, I said, was this ever just a 2-family? She said, not to my knowledge, it's always been a 3-family. I know the house is in bad shape and it needs to be renovated. But I'm just confused about the legality of it not being a 3-family and being a legal 2-family, because it's been a 3-family for over 50 years. So
You're not alone.
So I'm like, and listening to him, he had plans where they made the addition. You could tell they added on to it, because the red part of it is like coming out of the roof, the original roof. But I'm just confused about the legality of it all. Because 2 or 3, I know that's the only 3 family on the block that I know of right now.
Right.
It's mostly 2 families and a few 1 families. Mine is a 1 family. But I would like to see the house sold and fixed up one way or the other, either as a
Yeah.
2 family
Yeah.
or 3 family.
Yeah, we all would. We all would.
But yes, I didn't know that he had the option to turn it back into a 2 family.
That would be preferable.
Essentially, what used to happen, and I'm just going to take a stab at this, is not legal, this is not, but essentially we run into this where there's just, this was
Right.
back in 1930. They weren't checking every box and crossing every T, so this probably just kind of got slipped on the books as a 3-family and kind of continued on like that. But it is in a 2-family
Parking
area.
is a problem, because Roger
Yep.
Street only has one side of the street parking.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of that,
You have a lot of people, because I know, like, one of the former tenants, he had 5 cars. He parked most of them around the corner on Underhill or Maynard there around the corner, and then the other tenant on the 2nd floor, he had 2 cars, and the owner himself, before he passed away, had 1 car. But parking is always, especially in the wintertime. So it's gonna definitely need some kind of parking situation.
if I may ask, as a neighbor, is it a concern to you that there are 3 apartments, or do you, as long as it gets fixed up, it's not a concern to you?
As long, mainly I want to see it fixed up.
Okay.
And I'm praying that he'll be able to buy it and fix it up, because it is an eyesore. And it has been an eyesore for years.
But you bring up a good point. I
Right.
mean, 3-family would have more parking, and parking's already tight.
Yeah.
But this is more of a, as Member Jackman just pointed out, a legal issue, and the applicant needs to make a decision. Is he going to contest whether or not it can be a 3-family, and proceed with the, use variance, or change his application and, turn it into a 2-family? That's up to him. And we don't have the answer to that tonight. We don't know, because it's been there since 1920, 1930, whatever.
1930s
Right.
or longer.
Right.
Whenever you touch one of these old
And
buildings,
since he is planning to renovate it down to the studs, if he just did a 2-family, he wouldn't need any zoning approvals whatsoever. He could start construction
Yep.
very quickly.
Right.
I just wanted to try to get some understanding on the whole.
No, we appreciate it. And
No,
the
you-
parking is, something we take very seriously, and we're glad you brought it up, because that is a concern, especially for that block.
But especially right there at the top of the hill, right? Get that
Yeah.
crest right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is right up the top
Yeah.
of the hill, right next to the new one, and beside those lots that was approved for 2 one-family
Yeah,
houses
That's
that never got built.
Yes, they never got built.
Yeah, so.
all right, well,
Okay.
thank you very much. Appreciate you coming up.
Thank you very much. Anybody else from the public? So we're going to leave the public hearing open?
Yeah.
Certainly.
yeah.
I just want to clarify some things. I just want to know how a building department, building permits were approved for the dormer, to raise the dormer, and also approved to install 4 meters inside the building. And everything was approved here by the building department. And it's stated here that it's a 3-family on all these documents here since the 30s and 40s, and everything was approved and paid for, and it was ran as a 4-family for the last 70 years. I mean, a 3-family for the last 70 years. And it does have a 2-car garage. It should be converted back to a 2-car garage. They were using it for storage, or like she said, I'm not sure,
Hair salon.
hair salon or whatever it was. So it does have a 2-car garage underneath, which would be converted back.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yes.
So, Bill, can you
Can't
answer
answer,
that?
I can't answer those questions.
Mr. Chair, if I may on that, that would be the information you're gonna need if he changes his application to, for an interpretation of Bill's determination that it's a
Understood. Thank you.
2-family.
Oh, okay.
So that's the stuff
All
for a
right.
different day, but that's exactly what he would need to bring in and show.
Okay.
If he goes that route.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Not tonight.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I think that wraps up our meeting for the evening. Any other questions or concerns from anyone?
Thomas Jefferson?
Thomas Jefferson, no. New business, old business, right. I'm going to make a motion to close the meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Good night, Tuckahoe.